If you want to set up your holidays and celebrations to get through unscathed, not spike blood sugar levels, not put on the weight, especially if you have a condition like diabetes or metabolic syndrome or blood pressure, then you better shop smart. 7 things that gotta go on the grocery list for anyone in that situation. Let's go. Okay, first out of the gates, this is something I do all year long, but especially during the holidays, the veggie and relish tray. Focus on this pre-meal. You can get very full off vegetables, get the fibers in, keep your sugars in check, actually help your sugars by getting the excess fiber in, and fill yourself up to not carb load at the meal later with some simple veggie and relish trays. Now, this can involve pickles, it can involve olives, but focusing on the vegetables, carrots, cucumbers, broccoli. Watch my videos on cucumbers and broccoli to get all the incredible benefits of those. Cabbage is another great one to have as well. Now, we dip these. I have this almost constant. For every gathering and event, I always have one out. But we dip them in hummus. So it could be a black bean hummus, a regular hummus, a roasted red pepper. Make sure that when you're shopping for those, you try to find one without oil. It's kind of challenging. If it's going to have oil, it needs to just be olive or just avocado. Now, another option is ranch dip. Now, you can buy one from a company like Primal Kitchen. It's a decent option. Or you can make one with powder from a company like Simply Made. Now, that's going to cut down on all of your bad sources of oil. That's where ranch gets you in trouble. Canola, vegetables, soybean, we've got to avoid those. Those are going to make you just as congested and just as unhealthy and lead to more issues with diabetes and blood pressure issues and cholesterol, just as much as sugar. So these are major, major problems that must be avoided in the grocery cart. Simply Made as a powder, you put it into sour cream. Now make sure the sour cream is hormone-free, antibiotic-free, organic ideally, but you can mix that right in there and it's fantastic. Or try something like Primal Kitchen. So number 1, the veggie tray with hummus or ranch dip is an absolute must. Fill up there, get your nutrients there, set the tone for the entire holiday event. Number 2, make sure the meat that you pick as the main dish is a clean source. So free-range chicken, grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish. These are very important to cut down on the antibiotics, cut down on the hormones, and have way less of a harmful impact on your body. So not only is eating meat keeping the carbohydrate and sugar count down, especially for a diabetic or someone with metabolic syndrome, but when you pick it clean, it's making a big impact on the toxic load that your body is taking in. Number 3, let's add some beans to the mix. Whether it was hummus that we talked about earlier, or you're adding them in as an underneath dish or a side dish, beans are a great way to get fiber in. They do have some carbohydrate count, but that fiber normally counteracts it. It's a good way to speed up that digestive system and make you feel more full on something that's not going to spike the insulin levels nearly as much as the carbs. My favorite are black beans. I use them a lot on different Mexican type dishes, right? My kids eat them just straight up. They're very high in magnesium. You can also be looking for bean-based pastas and noodles. So when we make an Asian dish, we use a black bean noodle. When we make a pasta dish, we use a garbanzo bean noodle. And so these are easy tricks for you to cut way down the carb load, increase the fiber, and keep it way more diabetic, metabolic friendly. Number 4, frozen foods. If we're shopping for frozen foods, want to focus more on fruits and vegetables, not the packaged goods that you're popping in really quick. I know they're convenient, but use the convenience when it comes to vegetables, side dishes, or smoothies. If you focus on frozen berries with your smoothies, you're going to have way less impact on the sugar. It's an easy way to grab a quick breakfast, especially during a holiday season when usually dinner or lunch are big carb loads or big family meals. Stick with just a smoothie in the morning. So you're going to want to shop for some frozen berries to quickly make one of those with a clean collagen protein powder. Also, the frozen vegetables are a good way to add a side dish for a family meal. Like we oftentimes will keep Brussels sprouts frozen in the freezer to really add to a meal quickly, or even some frozen broccoli. Number 5, if you are having bread-based products, crackers, tortilla shells, or chips, try to shop for nut-based or cassava flour-based grains. And so these are becoming more and more prevalent. Siete brand, Simple Mills, There's a couple great brands out there that use almond flours or cassava flours in order to make these. They don't spike your insulin levels as much, which is huge for a diabetic to still enjoy a chip or a tortilla or some kind of cracker and not have that big spike because of the flour on the insulin. And they're still fortified with a lot of nutrients. So you're taking a lot of nutrients, you're getting a lot of fiber, and you're keeping the carb load down. For breads and grains, this is a must. Number 6, we want to be shopping and getting in healthy fats. Where are the healthy fats going to come from? If you want to be a sugar burner, then eat lots of carbohydrates and lots of sugars. If you want to be a fat burner, then eat lots of healthy fats. So these will fill you up more. It will be satisfying for the taste buds when you're not having as many carbs, but you're still getting avocados and olives and avocado oil and nut oils and to be using in these dishes or putting as a side dish or over top of a salad or on top of something. So where the fat's going to come from this meal is where you should be asking every single time that you eat. Healthy fats are absolutely crucial to clearing out the congestion inside your cells. And then finally, number 7, drinks. Drinks can really get you into trouble, so you want to be shopping for some smart drinks. Sparkling water, I believe, is a must. If you like to have a soda or you like to just eat something else besides water, go with sparkling water. It's an easy, low carbohydrate, low sugar way to still fire up the taste buds a little bit and feel like you're drinking something different, especially over some ice. Tea is another great option. It could be iced tea as well as a favorite. That could be sweetened with stevia or monk fruit to still give it good sweetness without the sugar. Coffee is another great option. I do a lot in the morning to skip breakfast, have a coffee with healthy fats in it like coconut oil, butter, and some collagen protein of ours that help to sweeten it to make it taste good but doesn't spike the insulin levels. Also, electrolyte drinks. Putting in electrolyte powder is an easy way to curb a craving, get a little bit of sweetness, but it could easily be sweetened with stevia or monk fruit. There's some links for those below of some of my favorites. But drinks can get you into a lot of trouble, but it can be very satisfying if you know which ones to shop for and which ones to pick. So if you struggle with shopping, let me take you to the grocery store. We'll start at the top with the veggies and actually take you through the produce section for some supermarket secrets when it comes to buying clean, healthy foods at the store that are going to work for you, not against you, especially during a holiday season. And if you need more help on how to make food more simple, check out a free book called Make Food Simple below to help you through that. Check this next video out as we head to the grocery store.